Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A teen goes before a judge today accused of a crime involving a 3-year-old. We'll tell you how much prison time he's facing.
But we'll begin here with a day of downpours. Today's heavy rain has made driving very difficult. Dozens of accidents on Metro Detroit roadways. And the roads will certainly be busy tonight and tomorrow.
But the rain is not done with us just yet. 4 Live Radar shows us there are still showers hanging around for your Saturday night. Today's Tiger game was rained out as well. Andrew's tracking what's on tap for tonight and Easter Sunday as well.
And Priya and Steve, we're still looking at showers affecting much of the viewing area, including heavier rain out toward the west now, out toward parts of Livingston County, western portions of Washtenaw County, but still at least some scattered shower activity here in Detroit and through the rest of southeast Michigan. And if it's not raining in your area, chances are it just was either an hour ago or a few hours ago. So we're still looking at a lot of wetness on the roadways, even high standing water. If you come across any of that, make sure you turn around, don't drown, find an alternate route. Area of low pressure responsible for it still hanging out just to our south, but still large enough to throw a lot of moisture in our direction from the south and east. And that will continue as we go through the rest of the evening up until midnight tonight and shortly afterward. Look at how much rain has fallen so far, between a ½ inch and nearly an inch of moisture that's fallen in places like Metro Airport over in Romulus, Monroe, Harrison Township, and in Ann Arbor, with a little more to come as we go through this evening. Infield is still covered over at Comerica Park with 43 degrees right now, so we stay above freezing, not only for now, but also during the overnight hours. We'll talk more about that. Plus, we get sunshine coming back for Easter. We'll talk about that and whether it gets warmer or not in just a few minutes.
Well, driving down any expressway in the area today, you likely saw cars crashed on the side of the road.
Yeah, it made for some pretty familiar scenes. Our car taking out a pole right here. A lot of water, a lot of difficult driving. Coco McAvoy live with the aftermath of a very rainy day.
Yes, good evening. The rain has died down for now. That's the good news, but there's still wet pavement in a lot of spots, as you would expect after a day of rain, heavy rain. But we're also seeing some flooding on sidewalks here in Dearborn Heights, and that's something that's causing people to also have some issues. The rainy weather postponed the Detroit Tigers game downtown and led to some problems out on the roads. In Clinton Township, a crooked power pole towering over Gratiot Avenue after a car crashed into it. Police believe the weather might have been the cause of the crash, and a portion of the road was blocked off this afternoon as crews investigated. The wet roads also led to a few crashes across Metro Detroit and prompted Michigan State Police to send out this tweet on social media, saying, quote, "We are seeing a lot of ponding on the roads and way too many drivers going too fast and crashing. Police are sending out a reminder to slow down on the roads in this weather." And of course, that is the most important message here this evening as we get some more rain. It's important to make sure that you give yourself extra time and be careful. Reporting live this evening, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
Thank you, Coco. Yeah, slow down. Best advice of all. You can get the forecast and check Live Radar anytime you want. Just use our Local Forecasters app. It's absolutely free. Download it in the App Store. Just search WDIV.
A Redford teen faces a judge in connection to an incident involving a 3-year-old boy. This is 17-year-old Timothy Anthony Gaburi Austin. He was arraigned today at 34th District Court in Romulus. He was arrested earlier this week after a couple called police saying they witnessed the teen take the toddler underneath a bridge. Austin is charged with accosting the child, a felony charge that carries up to 4 years in prison. The teen has also been charged with indecent exposure.
Detroit police need some help to find a suspect in a deadly shooting. Take a look at the man police want to talk to. The shooting happened Friday afternoon on Detroit's east side. Police tell us the 23-year-old victim had a dispute with the man and they exchanged gunfire. The victim was taken to a local hospital where he died. If you have any information about this man, contact the Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. In Detroit, the search is on for a suspect after a 45-year-old man is shot multiple times. This happened overnight, the 18,000 block of Fenelon near Nevada. Police tell us a group of people were just hanging outside when somebody made a disparaging remark about the suspect's friend. That 19-year-old suspect then went home, got a gun, and came back and started shooting.
We have an orange barrel alert on Livernois in both directions to tell you about. That's under the I-75 freeway in Troy. Crews are demolishing a bridge in the area, and in the meantime, drivers are urged to use Big Beaver, Crooks, or Maple Road as detours. Livernois Road is expected back open by 5 a.m. Monday morning. And plans were laid out today to restore the historic Hamtramck Stadium, one of the few remaining Negro League ballparks in America.
I love it when we save a piece of history. The restoration announcement happened this afternoon at the Hamtramck Historical Museum. The plans include restoration of the stadium field for baseball and soccer games through the rest of 2019, along with improvements to the existing cricket pitch.
But we played often at the park right in front of that stadium. And for years, and you know, we didn't know about the Negro League. We never heard about it. Nobody ever talked about it. We didn't even know there was such a thing. Now we are finding out about that.
And only 5 Negro League ballparks still stand.
Well, tonight the Pistons play their first ever playoff game at Little Caesars Arena, and they host the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 3 of their first round series. Milwaukee won the first 2.
We can do this. We can do this. The Pistons could be without Blake Griffin again, though. That's bad news. Makes it a tall order to end their 12 playoff game losing streak, which is just one short of tying an NBA record. Jamie Evans is at Little Caesars Arena. Jamie, maybe the home crowd is going to make a little difference tonight.
Steve, I guess that's the hope. This is the first ever playoff game in this building. It is a sellout. Hopefully the home crowd can boost up these Pistons. As you said, they're down 0-2 in this series, hosting the best team in the East, the Milwaukee Bucks. We thought would be out on the court, but head coach Dwayne Casey called a closed walkthrough, so no eyes out there. He's keeping some secrets, and maybe that could help as well. Now, Andre Drummond said yesterday, you know, he hasn't gotten a playoff win yet in his career. No day like the present.
Yeah, you know, having playoff experience and obviously now winning, getting my first one under my belt with this team would be very good for me. I wouldn't get excited. It'd be more of got to move forward and get ready for the next game because we have a long series ahead of us. So one win wouldn't mean much, but it'd be great to get one here.
So today would be the day. If they want to get a win, they have to take this thing one game at a time, crawl their way back into this best-of-7 series. Now, I just saw Chauncey Billups walk by. There are some former Pistons, so maybe that can boost them up as well. Sports is coming up, and we'll break down even more about what the Pistons need to do when tip-off happens at 8 o'clock. Priya, Steve, back to you.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jamie.
I just love that it's a sold-out crowd.
I know. It's got to help.
Yeah.
Got to help.
Well, still to come, a local veteran with an inspiring message, how he's honoring his fallen comrades one race at a time.
Plus, a zookeeper attacked by a tiger at a zoo in Kansas. We'll see why the zoo is now promising not to put down that animal.
But first, an emotional anniversary of a very dark day in America. See how people are honoring the lives lost in the Columbine High School shooting on the 20th anniversary.
Planet Earth.
On April 20th, 1999, a high school in Littleton, Colorado was under attack.
A pair of students armed with guns and even homemade bombs walked into campus and started shooting at their peers. 13 people died at Columbine High School that day, and tonight the community is honoring those who died with a special vigil. But this weekend has been filled with special events. Last night, people gathered at Clement Park to remember the lives lost. Meantime, survivors are now speaking out.
Friends had to pull me out of my chair to the ground. I didn't understand. I had no concept of someone shooting at me, particularly in school.
Now, a lot has changed since the school shooting shocked the country, including police tactics. In 1999, police did not go into the building until 47 minutes after the initial gunfire. Now, police go straight to the sound of that gunfire.
A zookeeper is hospitalized after getting attacked by one of the Topeka, Kansas zoo's endangered Sumatran tigers. The tiger named Sanjeev attacked the zookeeper in front of many visitors. The Topeka Zoo director says that tiger will not be put down or harmed in any way in some sort of retaliation, given how small the Sumatran tiger population is. The zoo is now investigating the incident to see what may have provoked that tiger.
New at 6.
It is a rainy Saturday, but we'd like to see some changes on the way for Easter Sunday. Andrew's got your full forecast coming right up.
But the weather didn't stop some early celebrations. We'll take you to the Easter tradition in Detroit right after the break.
He was the first to fall in the massive federal investigation into Detroit's demolition program.
I accepted the money, and I shouldn't have.
Admitting his mistakes, coming clean, even taking a polygraph test.
Very nerve-wracking, a rough experience. But again, it's another way of me trying to get my truth out.
Speaking publicly for the first time about the kickback scheme because of the way the city responded to his conviction.
I was outraged. That's the reason why I'm here, not to try to vindicate myself in any way. I know what I did was wrong.
A Defenders exclusive tomorrow night at 11.
What an emotional moment it was. The image of a Marine crossing the finish line on his hands and knees at the Boston Marathon. It gripped millions of people. His legs just gave out, but he was determined he was going to finish.
The proud Marine was running in honor of his fallen comrades. Local 4's Larry Spruill introduces you to a local veteran who can relate.
I describe myself as a runner.
It's something Aaron Bartell loves doing. His passion for running started while serving as a soldier in the Army from 2003 to 2006.
War is war. There's a lot of things that go on, but I'm proud of my service. I would go back and do it again.
But now he has a bigger cause and role. You've probably seen him running in several marathons here in Metro Detroit with this flag right behind him.
I want to keep the memory of the fallen alive because it's not just about Memorial Day, the last Monday in May, and Veterans Day in November. I feel like by running and carrying the never forgotten flag, I can raise awareness that freedom's not free, and we should talk about our heroes every day.
A similar scene caught the eyes of millions recently at the Boston Marathon as this Marine crawled across the finish line after his legs collapsed. He was running in honor of his fallen comrades.
So I carry this 3x5 red and white flag. It says never forgotten and has a kneeling soldier in front of a battle cross.
I call it a life-changing race because people who do this race are doing it for a reason.
Barbara Bennett with the Detroit Free Press Chemical Bank Marathon.
We are an international race, so we cross borders twice. So we start in Detroit and go over the Ambassador Bridge into Canada.
That's one of the reasons why the race is a qualifier for the Boston Marathon, but she says it's the people that make the race.
When you see people cross the finish line, and they've been training for months and months, and they cross that finish line, and the look on their face of exhilaration and the proudness that they have that they accomplished a goal, that makes it all worthwhile.
It's not about me, it's about those who aren't with us.
Larry Spruill, Local 4.
And thank you for your service. This year's race is October 19th and 20th. If you want to register, you can find the information on our website, clickondetroit.com.
Boy, those are some real heroes.
Incredible. Huh? And don't forget the ones who didn't come back.
Yeah.
Well, a very special Easter event brought smiles to kids in Detroit.
This was at the 11th precinct of the Detroit Police Department. They hosted an Easter egg hunt, and you can see it was plenty of fun for everybody. Kids, moms, dads, and of course, the Easter Bunny was there to host all the festivities.
I noticed they're indoors.
Well, yeah, that was a good day to stay indoors.
Yeah, that's right.
That is the place to be during the day today, and same thing for this evening because we still have a lot of wetness out there. And as you both mentioned, and as Coco mentioned, make sure you watch your speeds if you're still driving. Even if it stopped raining in your area, chances are the roads are still slick and we still have some ponding that's out there. We're looking at temperatures mostly above freezing. Well, they're all above freezing in the low 40s right now. The rain has shifted a bit, at least the persistent heavier rain has moved over to the west a little bit for our friends and neighbors over in portions of Livingston County, including Howell and Fowlerville, portions of Chelsea, and also western portions of Washtenaw County. A few scattered showers here left over in Monroe, also in Adrian, but a lot of this still has yet to rotate back through the area. So we still have showers and rain in the forecast as this area of low pressure continues to spin and throw a lot of moisture in our direction. So before midnight, including now, we still have the best chance for rain. Already a ½ inch to an inch of rain has fallen in many spots. But overnight, as it becomes drier, it gets chillier, but only by a little. Temperatures either stay right where they are or just go down a few more notches. By morning, when we wake up on Easter, temperatures may rise a little bit into the low and middle 40s. I mean, that's where we are now. around 43 degrees, a wind of 10 miles per hour. Visibility so far is looking good, but in those spots where it might be raining more consistently, we're watching out also for lower visibilities in those spots. If you're coming downtown tonight for tonight's basketball game, temperatures will stay in the low 40s outside of LCA, but still showers in the forecast all the way up until 11 p.m. before it gets a little bit drier. And still remaining a bit brisk with a healthy wind at least 10 miles per hour. It's 45 over in Port Huron, 42 for our friends and neighbors over in Livonia, low 40s south of I-94. The wind at around 5 to 10 or even 12 miles per hour, so lower than earlier today, and it becomes less windy overnight and into tomorrow morning. Wind chills, though, mostly running in the 30s, so we still need to bundle up. As you can see, as we go through these evening hours, we'll still see some scattered showers around, but when you join us tonight at 11 o'clock, a lot of that shower activity starts to dissipate. And overnight, we still might have the clouds overhead, but less rainy as it shifts off over to the east. We'll wake up with clouds on Easter morning, but end up with sunnier skies as high pressure moves in. Much more stable air. So it'll at least be partly sunny to round out our holiday. And with the added sunshine, it gets milder. Winds around high pressure are clockwise, so eventually winds will be out of the south, inviting warmer conditions just after Easter on both Monday and Tuesday. So let's round things up, shall we? We're looking at evening showers persisting, temperatures down to only about 40 degrees or staying right where they are now. Sunset this evening is at 8:20. Sunrise on your Easter Sunday for sunrise services is at 6:44. We start off in the low 40s, but with all that wonderful sunshine, we rapidly go into the 50s by noontime, 65 degrees after brunch and during the afternoon for your Easter Sunday. 61 degrees in the evening and still dry as you sit down to dinner. As we go into Monday, 71 degrees with a few showers and thunderstorms coming back. Some morning showers on Tuesday, but we still make it up to 72. That feels great. And still overall mild as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. And by the start of next weekend, it still remains mild or warm with partly to mostly sunny skies.
I just love that warm. I'll take it.
You got that right.
Those 70s back. Thanks, Andrew. Jamie is at Little Caesars Arena with the Pistons. Sports is coming up next. All right, no one is pretending that tonight it would be easy to get a win.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game for sure. Jamie Edmonds live at LCA tonight. Hey, Jamie.
Hey there, we are live courtside. The Pistons just finished up their closed walkthrough. We have the Milwaukee Bucks out there right now. As you said, this will be a tall order for the Pistons, down 0-2 in this series, but what a time to get a W. How about the first playoff game ever in this building and the first one in a long time in the city of Detroit? Dwayne Casey said yesterday his guys know this is a big deal, but they're going to put that aside and they're going to start digging themselves out of this hole. Yesterday they practiced here at this building. Dwayne Casey said he wanted to give his team a feel for the rims here and just feel comfortable again here. He also said it's pretty cool that this is the first playoff game here at LCA.
I think it's great for our guys to understand the history of the Pistons franchise and take pride in it. You know, again, we're playing against a great team, but it doesn't take away the fact of what our guys accomplished this year. We've got a lot of basketball still to be played, but there is a significance to coming here and playing, having the first game here in the playoff situation.
And you know, yesterday, Dwayne Casey said, why not us? What do we have to lose? Just go out there and play with reckless abandon. Games 1 and 2 didn't really go as planned. They lost by a total of 56 points in those two games. The one positive has been Luke Kennard, who's averaging 20 points per game in this series. Andre Drummond says the first two games have been a good experience for the young guys.
Obviously, the first game jitters for those guys not being in this position before and starting and playing big minutes. You know, really took a toll on them. You know, the intensity of the game, you know, it was a shock for them. But I think game 2, they came out, played with a lot of confidence, played well, took the shots they're supposed to take and made them. So I think game 3 can only get better.
We'll get back to this game in just a bit. There was sort of a big deal that happened in this building yesterday. The Red Wings announced Steve Yzerman as their new general manager. Much fanfare from the fans, especially on social media. Number 19 coming back on April 19th, 2019. Yesterday, I asked Stevie Y if he believes in fate.
The reason we're having the press conference today is because we got work to do. It really didn't have anything to do with the date or anything like that, but I guess to me it's ironic, and maybe hopefully it brings us some good luck.
All right, so we'll also talk about baseball. The Tigers were supposed to play, but they got rained out. They have rescheduled the game as part of a doubleheader on August 6th. You might have seen me reaching. It's from my camera guy, Vic. We wanted to show you some of these playoff jerseys. A lot of people in this building will be wearing this. Hopefully that helps in this atmosphere. Another thing that's pretty cool is Tom Izzo is just over there, and just over this shoulder is the Greek Freak, and he hasn't missed many of those shots. If the Pistons want a shot, they're going to have to stop him. No word on Blake yet, guys. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Jamie. Maybe tonight's the night.
Fingers crossed.
Thanks for watching Local 4 News at 6. Nightly News is next.